And hello and welcome everybody to Friday's Grid Vision Top Split live from Pocono as we get ready to watch 35 drivers take to the tricky triangle here. I'm expecting a little bit of chaos here tonight because we all know what Pocono brings as we get a look at the Google Earth track map. And Roger, just talk me through the woes that are Pocono.
Yeah, I mean the woes kind of start in turn one, right? As we see through the Google image Earth here, right? Earth images. It's fast, it's wide, and the passing is few far in between, and that's what's going to cause a lot of the chaos. As we go through turn one, there's about 5 lanes that you can choose, and it's all about who clean air, right? So we're going to see it early. We might see it late. I don't expect a lot of green flag laps here, but we'll see.
That's right here. This is a track that puts all of the best to the test. You know, it doesn't matter what league, what series, what car, what combo. Anytime we come here, we kind of end up with a little bit of mess at some point in the race. So you kind of just almost expect it. It all comes down to desperation. And Roger, what's the best way to avoid the desperation here when we come to Pocono?
Start in the back.
Oh, that was a key up for your keys to the race, man.
Oh, keys to the race! All aboard the draft train, man. Right? Like as you see here, it's gonna spread out, and you're gonna see a little bit of spacing, and these guys are all gonna have to offset, and it's just going to keep getting worse as the night go, and you'll see it. Key number 2 is don't get caught speeding. They updated pit road here on the new update this last week, and now it's treacherous, right? There's the average speed through the entire pit road length, and you have to be on it to not get caught speeding. And the last one is don't die, right? We talked about it. The lanes, you'll see the air be moved around in turn 1. You might see some 3, 4, maybe 5 wide, depending on who it is. It's gonna matter.
Absolutely, draft always huge here in survival. The most important thing to get through a night of Pocono, especially here in NIS, where we've seen the big moments, we've seen the crazy instances. We do see that we have received a new subscriber. I did not see whose name it was though. Producer. Oh, Tyler C. Best, appreciate you, buddy, for the 3-month resub. Hell yeah, welcome to the grid. It's good to have you on board here, at least for another 3. Appreciate you. But looks like qualifying is out of the way here for the most part, I do believe. Spitballing. Roger, talk about something. Nope, yep, there we go. We got the starting grid.
Hey,
Never
starting
mind.
Grid, yeah.
I'm bombing.
No, so
I'm
Tyler C. Best, no, that's my buddy. He resubbed. He likes watching. He's not in iRacing at all, but he enjoys it. So thank you for the resub.
You got friends and I don't. This is terrible. I got Levine and Keegan. Either way,
let's start us off on the grid.
Yeah, we'll kick off on the grid here. Starting on the pole tonight, going to be Sean Conklin with Dylan Bass and a Roush Fenway Keselowski lockout for the front row. Finnegan Meyer is going to roll off in P3 with Johnny Dressler in 4th. 5th place is going to be the 6th machine, Nolan Hodgson with Diego Remy starting in P6. 7th going to be Tyler Bowers with Braden Donaldson starting up top in 8th. 9th place is going to be Joey Beck with Matt Cox rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, in 11th, we're going to have Alex Murray with Zach Moses in 12th. Nicholas Padovich is going to be 13th with Zach Grange 14th. Charles Wimbley's 15th with Gabriel Maricchio in 16th. Spencer Torrance with Michael Meredith in 18th. And it's going to be Alex Daffin 19th with Bennett Allen in 20th.
Starting off the grid, 21st going to be the machine of Sean Pellig with Miguel Campos starting 22nd. 23rd going to be Kevin King with Yuma Yao starting 24th. 25th place, Tommy Gossett with Brandon McKissick starting in 26th. 27th place is going to be J.R. Barbarema with Maggie McGuire up top in 28th. 29th place on the grid going to be Thomas Darius with Tanner Love thrown off the grid in 30th. 31st is going to be the machine of Robert Miller with Justin Malilo, Kyle Manger, Bradley Brandon, and Nick Kaufman rounding out the 35-car field tonight.
We recovered. We did it. The first of many that's going to come from this track.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night. I mean, I love racing at Pocono. In the past handful of years, once Dirty Years started getting integrated more and more, Pocono's become a bit of a nightmare, though. You know, I remember coming here back in 2018, 2019. Well, 2019 was hell, but for different reasons. But 2018 especially with the old Gen 6 package. I know I keep going back to it week in and week out, guys, but it was better, all right? If you weren't there, you don't know. And it's my job to make sure that everybody knows it was the best thing we ever set behind the wheel of. But Back in 2018, man, these things were so much fun here. You know, you had to be off throttle majority of the corner and try to be there at the end, and there really wasn't as many wrecks. Now a little bit more chaotic, but we'll see what these guys put together this evening as we see the cars rolling off the grid here into turn 1.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. There is a wide variety of characters in this race, and I feel like we're gonna see some aggressive racing, and I'm here for it. It's gonna be a long night.
It's definitely going to be a long one. A lot of hard chargers in the field, though, too. Just guys that, you know, won't give an inch. You're going to try everything they can to get up there to the front. Looking through the field right now, and I understand that we have a new Tommy Gossett this week, as he is completely wrapped up in navy colors here. And hang on, Roger, is that your name on the car?
Yeah, it is. I got a message before the race saying he's shouting me out. So thank you, Tommy. We're going to San Diego next week, and I was put there for a year after deployment. So it's going to be good to be back there and see how that place goes. So Tommy's throwing it back to a good old Navy scheme with the 22. Yeah, I don't really know why, but I mean, I appreciate it.
It's going to be a weird feeling. Weird feeling for you next week, racing around your own old stopping grounds like that. Closest thing I've ever had to that was...
They did a really good job with it, so...
Closest thing I ever get to that is when we go to Langley and I get to, you know, glance over and see where the Bojangles actually is. See the cars side by side here, rolling up into the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. We are underway. Good, clean launch here from the front row.
Got to stack up a little bit further behind. Yep, we got people already diving out. They weren't trying to get black flags. We're going to go 3 into turn 1. We might be 4. Oh, boy.
We're wide a little bit further in the back of the pack right now. Kevin King down to the inside of the 17 machine is Sean Palek. Sean Palek going to get the momentum down the long pond straightaway to pull ahead as he gets up to the back bumper of the 48 machine of Alec Daffin. Meanwhile, side by side, a little bit of pack racing up here in 5th. Nolan Hodgson. Well, Nolan Hodgson fell back a little bit, but down to the inside here, the 77 machine. Joey Beck going to try and rip around the top here through the tunnel turn. Going to get the momentum, get in front of the Ryco machine down here to 3.
And you see here, up here, you have Basin and Sean just trying to fight for the lead. Side by side is not how you want to take that tunnel turn. Yeah, we go for
and contact. Zach Moses and Patovich get together out of turn 3. Same wreck that we saw multiple times last night in OB.
Same spot, same wreck.
Oh, is that a car I saw spinning down the front straightaway?
Hold on here, let's see.
You got 22 down to the bottom there. He gets a little loose, slides up the hill, and I feel like Patovich just got a little nervous there. Seeing that car in front of him slide up, was trying to maybe get off of the quarter panel. Who's in the 22, Roger?
Who's in the 22? That's Alex Murray.
Oh, and he's the one cussing him out for hitting him?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm trying to go back and watch because I'm not going to 100% put this on Patovich. I mean, Murray got loose. And I mean, Patovich is, I mean, I do get it. Like, that's a racing field, right? But that's one of those things we're going to see all night, right?
Well, I mean, he sends it in deep last second into 3, which kind of, you know, that if you're Patovich, that kind of nerves you out a little bit. Then he gets
right there
on the bottom, and he chases up the hill and up into the left front fender. I mean, the one thing that I always say when you have 3 wide incident like that and somebody's yelling about, you know, being caught up in a 3 wide wreck, it takes 3 people to go 3 wide.
Okay.
That dive down to the bottom, you know, Murray committed. Last second of the corner, man, I'm gonna send this thing down here. I'm gonna try and make the pass. And you know, sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. But you know, sometimes you gotta keep that button on the wheel, you know, held at bay.
And you know, Murray, that we saw that like wiggle, right? Yeah, as we go on board here, he may not be as intense in the car. He may not have felt it just like that. So we'll see here.
I think he
Just
felt that.
yeah, just that like yeah,
You
I mean he
see that?
turned right.
You see
Yeah, he
that?
turned
You see
right.
that quick
Yeah,
snap to the right
that was
there.
a big
He
right turn.
yeah, that's a big
But
moment. If he did not feel that, then we need to take him to a doctor because there is something wrong.
yeah, I mean, he should have got the call that he wasn't clear, and Patovich should have known that he wasn't clear as well. That's kind of like the person that got really screwed there was that inside car on the wall. Had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Zach Moses went up there on the fence. It kind of got driven over top of. Rough break to start this thing out, but lucky for him, we're only 3 laps into this 80 lap event, and he's gonna have plenty of opportunity to fix the car. You can do some
It's a
crazy
lot of damage.
repairs under
You
caution here
can.
at Pocono, though. I mean, you can
Yeah,
get
you
away with,
can.
it's a minute 30-second lap here under yellow. You
I've
can,
fixed so much damage here in the past, right? When you guys have covered me on the track, I've been wrecked here so many times, and I've been able to fix a whole car
yeah,
throughout
man.
the race. Like,
Back in the day when we used to get 4 laps pacing
yeah,
everywhere we went,
you get
you'd
those
get
two.
wrecked.
Yeah, you go down.
You'd get wrecked at Pocono, man. And it was a slower pace car speed too. They ended up increasing the pace speed from pit road speed to 10 over everywhere. We used to creep around here at 45 miles an hour under yellow, and it was 4 laps. So each caution lap was about 2 minutes 5 seconds or something like that. I'm not 100% positive what exactly it was, but it was close to that bracket. And you could just get wrecked early. You sit on pit road, go get yourself a nice cool boy while the crew's sitting there pulling the fenders out for you. You go take a piss, whatever you need to do. You get back behind the wheel of the sim rig, and you look at the relative, and pace car is only in between turn 2 and turn 3, so you just gas it up, get out, and come back in, fix more. Oh man,
Oh, I
what do you
love
say there,
it.
Roger?
Oh, I mean, he kind of called him out, right? Alex got mad before looking at the replay. Patovich looked at the replay and said, "I apologize. It's on me. I expected you to have more talent." Pretty much is what was said, and you know, it's gonna happen. What did we say last night?
If
This
somebody
is it's
somebody in here that
there's
has
bigger
nitro
egos in this race.
could could open up that beef sound for me, that'd be great.
Oh, I don't know if I don't see it. Trying to find the image. Alex said it was lap 1, and Alex is the one that sent it deep on the inside. I don't know, man. You're not gonna get. They're not gonna agree. We're not gonna agree. It's just kind of how it goes.
There we go. A little
I
belated,
do.
but
I do want to pick up here. If you look, there's a couple people in the top. Well, Kevin King's up 9 spots in 3 laps. Sean Peleg is up 9 spots.
you're telling me Kevin King's up 9 spots. I mean, I'm just gonna hit you with a yeah, no kidding. It's Kevin King, man.
I've raced him here a few times. This is one of
He's
his better tracks.
here in Richmond are 2 places I just know Kevin King's gonna wear you out.
He was good at Kentucky when I raced him there.
Oh yeah. I miss
I don't know what
Kentucky
these boys are talking about.
quite a bit, especially the old bumpy Kentucky. Legacy Kentucky was bread and butter for me. Base car rolling out of turn 3 here, side by side up here at the front of the pack for Basin and Conklin. Into the RH Auto Spa restart zone. Back under green here. Good launch for Basin up here at the front. Going to be able to get clear of Sean Conklin before they get into turn 1. Rest of the field side by side, staggering in the mid pack right now.
Further back, it's
They're going to
boy.
go and do it again.
Yeah, we are. I only see 3 though. We're 3. I don't see 4. All right. some in the wall, but we're good. Everyone kept it straight. Tommy's trying to make a pass.
Oh,
Hang
Kevin
on.
King
Kevin
dives
King's
down to the
making a
bottom
pass.
here. Charles
3 in the
Wembley.
tunnel.
3 into the tunnel. Somebody's got to
Oh.
give here. And I think it's going to be that 48 machine on the top. Al Gavin, no, it's not. Al
Ooh,
Gavin tries to throttle it to get there, but not able to get the quarter panel of Wembley. Wembley going to pull ahead now and get both of them here into turn 3.
That's a, you want to talk about aggressive nature. That's, you taking it 3 in the tunnel is that's, you got to have confidence in the car.
Kevin King gets a good launch through turn 3 there, but going to miss out on the draft train here down the front straightaway as Tyler Browers is going to pull the machine of Charles Wembley along with him as he's all over the back going for the 00 machine of Matt Cox. And look at this, Johnny Dressler all the way up against the fence here in turn 1 to get past the 24 machine of Braden Donaldson.
Yeah, but we saw that last night. You can't use the top for too long. You're going to burn off the right side tires. And we got a big stack up in the tunnel. Murray sends it deep. We have a little bit of a stack up further on. Man, this is going to get interesting. We're going to about to see 3 wide into 3 a little bit further back. These boys are going at it.
It's going to get crazy here pretty quick again. I can already feel it. Look at that 4 wide down the front straightaway. It looked like there for a moment.
Well, everyone has different lift zones going into 1, right? So you see everybody is a little bit different. So then they all fan out to try to not to hit the car in front of them, and then the air gets thrown on it, and it's either you get tight or loose. As you got Zach Range ripping the top, getting around that car behind him. I don't know who that is. Miguel? Is that Miguel Campo? Yeah.
You know, the crazy thing is some of these guys, their lift zone is the left side door of the car they're trying to pass.
Don't tell my secrets. Don't.
Out here trying to make people make a decision.
I'll tell you what, I learned it early on, but if you can send it super deep into 1 and make it stick, you pick up a lot of time, but you also run the risk of burning up the right front doing that. So it's kind of a 50-50 kind of game to figure out where you're at. And I believe Tommy finished 2nd on Wednesday night, so I know he's got the speed to compete here. So I wonder if he's just going to work his way through and kind of see here, because as you see, we're single filing out, right? This is where it starts to happen. Single file, you're going to see passes have to start to be built up. And all aboard the draft train, folks.
I know Tommy, too, is probably just looking for a little bit more of a calm week this week, too. You know, last week in Michigan, victim of circumstances, got caught up in other people's messes, and that's what took him out of contention when he was putting together a really strong NIS performance last week. And week prior, you know, just a bad week all around, all things considered. So maybe we'll see a little bit more of a measure. Tommy, what do you think, Roger?
I'm just in awe of the car, to be honest. To see my name on a banner was not on my bingo card.
Yeah, I could have done without the number, though.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the number. Like, he should know that that's not my favorite number.
I think that's why he did it.
I probably, you know, double-edged sword. But, yeah, we appreciate it.
Dressler going to get past Sean Conklin here through the tunnel turn. Pulls up, shuts the door in his face on corner exit. Throws a little bit of dirty air onto the nose of the Roush Fenwick Keselowski Ford Mustang. Diving down to the inside here. Here comes Myers.
Yeah, Finn's going to take the shot here, and I don't think Sean's going to let him in. No. Sean's gonna save tires, right? But he's still gonna be aggressive to do it. So Finn's gonna have to be more aggressive to make that pass.
How about this? Good run for Finnegan Myers here to start things off in Pocono too. Haven't really seen a whole lot of him here in the Friday night top split shows, but
well, I'll tell you why. Finnegan is a gymnast, right? And I believe he just won the Nevada State Championship for the men's side. He's a very talented gymnast. You'll probably see him in the Olympics in a few years.
Oh, look at him go. Out here hanging out with all of us. Oh, heavy contact there out of turn 2. One guy tags the fence and everybody else.
Like Robert Miller. Robert Miller hard in the fence. He might have wheel damage. He's kind of falling here. Oh, we got a wreck.
No.
JR's not happy. Oh, is that Nick Kaufman? I believe it is.
Yes, it is. And that is done.
Oh,
That car is done. Yeah, that what you're looking at there, guys, that's supposed to be pointed straight at this point on the track.
so JR mic'd up first, and then Nick mic'd up. So I don't know whose fault it is. We'll have to see. Thank you, Zach Range. And now to
Yeah,
Sheldon with the wet weather. How we doing?
Well, it is rainy with a chance of missing I-rating at this point. Let's see what happens here. So Tim Machine Kaufman here trying to work around the outside of Barbarema. JR just slides up the hill. They get together, heavy blow to the outside fence, and see Kaufman just in the middle of Pinball Wizard here. Gets hit by a couple cars. Heavy damage. That's going to be a night done. That's a meatball flag if I've ever seen one.
JR just left. Man, if we had live race controlled NIS, some of these would be really hard to call.
Yeah, I
'Cause
mean,
that right there, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but from that angle, it doesn't look good on Nick's side. But from JR's side, it looked like he was just sliding, and Nick was not sliding with him.
you see right here, he gets up to the quarter panel. Does that make the car of Barbarema a little bit tighter there?
Well,
I know
yeah,
if you do it to
right,
the left
but,
rear, it'll tighten the car up. I don't know. What does the right rear do?
but it's tight right there, right? So, and he's already turning. So it probably pulled in the air a little bit, honest. So it's probably making it loose. But I think Nick is far enough alongside that he's not getting the clear call. Because right there, right quarter.
Yeah. By the time they meet in the middle, it's already too late for Aspire to call it. And from Nick's perspective, it looked like he was there a little bit longer than he was. Just one of those racing deals. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna go back and look at it and not agree, but that's a racing deal.
And he's got full right to either. You know, he's the one behind the wheel, not me. I mean, you know, also we know that JR is a very aggressive, very talented, but very aggressive driver as well. So you know, it's one of those situations where you know JR maybe should have lifted, or maybe he should have ran a little bit higher there. Situation would have been avoided, but you know, it's not much you can do at this point.
No, nothing at all. I mean, it happened, right? Oh, we lap 14, 2 cautions.
So far, yeah. Very, very early into the night here, but do have to give a tip of the cap here, sitting in 8th place right now. Joey Beck, 32 car on iRating here, mixing it up with some of the bigger names in the iRacing service. Pretty good start to the evening here. Be you know, if he's able to finish where he's at, be a pretty big gain for him.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, right now he's doing well.
I've noticed running against, you know, Joey off and on here throughout the year. It seems like he's kind of getting things pieced together a little bit better.
A little bit, yeah. He's figuring it out, right? He's just got to kind of clean up the small mistakes. He'll get. He's still young, right? All these guys. A lot of these guys are still young, which is terrifying because how fast some of them are.
We're old and slow at this point, man. When's the Denny Hamlin arc start for us?
I know, right? Like, what did you say the other day? Your eyes go, your reaction goes. What was the other one? Oh, the pain. Well, we don't have to deal with that really. Well,
I was also going to say I don't know if I can say what else goes as you get older. This is a family-friendly broadcast here, Roger. After all. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
It depends. Are we on the iRacing page tonight or no?
I think we are. I think they corrected us.
I'm gonna be a good fella here and very happy about everything.
Hi, Nim. Well, do you want to predict turn one? Because I kind of have one.
I'm gonna preemptively blame Nanki.
I'm not. I'm getting rid of that. I'm over it.
It
I'm
needs to stop.
so over
It
it.
needs to stop. Oh my lord.
I'm so over it. He doesn't race anymore. He's barely around, and I still hear about it.
No,
I'm
no,
good.
I forget what the heck I was running, but I was in one race with him not too long ago.
Yeah, that one
And
race, and then he was gone again.
yeah, there was like 3 wrecks, and each time he would just come over the microphone. I did it.
All right, so you got Braden Donaldson, Sean, and Dylan Basin, right? Braden's gonna try to time Sean's jump into Basin, and then you're gonna have Finn try to watch Sean as well to get Dressler, because clean air's king, right? But I think Sean and Basin are gonna have too big of a jump, and they're both gonna jump Dressler. That's my guess. Myers is too young too. Yeah, Myers is younger than Sean. Green flag, here we go. Great jump here. Yep. I don't think they're gonna clear him, but Basin does clear. Sean's at the door. Dressler, quarter, bumper, side drafts. Clear now, nothing.
This man is absolutely spotting his teammates right now on a live broadcast as they go 3 wide through the mid pack. Oh, and almost up into the wall there for Conklin. Big wiggle through turn 1.
3 wide though, further back. Matt Cox.
17 machine. He almost ended up on a rollback there.
Well, he had to lift there because he didn't know if Dressler was to his outside or not, right? Oh, Finnegan gets air griefed by Diego Remy. What a save.
In the tunnel turn. On the big jobs.
Man. And then you got Matt Cox and Tommy right there. Kevin King. We got pigs under a blanket, folks. Alex Murray taking it 3 again. We might see a wreck here.
Tommy had a dodgy moment there. Grabbed a whole bunch of curbing. 1 car around. Almost into the barrels here on the front straightaway.
That was...
That was terrifying.
1 car above him. Yeah, Alex only had 1 car above him. I don't know if Alex thought he was 4 wide, but he was... Oh!
Oh, no. Oh, and that's destroyed.
Yao, that is what is happening here. No yellow.
Bennett Allen, heavy contact with the outside wall, right front upper control arm completely blown out on the Interstate Batteries Toyota Camry. And I heard somebody went over somebody there, allegedly.
I heard someone flipped over exact range. Oh, we got another one in the wall. Tyler Bowers. Out of 3. Oh, there's so much going on.
Bennett Allen is going to be able to get that Toyota Camry down pit road here, so no caution from that wreck.
Listen, I don't know what Alex is driving really aggressive right now, right? He is making some really aggressive moves. We're going to see here 3, Bennett behind him. He said he overcorrected. Did it just snap?
Yeah, he said he got loose there, and it just he tried to counter, and it, yeah. Heavy blow to the outside wall. That's going to be a race done there, and
just like a tire got blown.
Yeah, he said he got loose.
That car didn't look loose at all. It did, but it didn't look loose.
Huh. Rough break for him. Rough run for range too, as well. A lot of right front damage to that Chevrolet. You can put a Mercedes sticker on it, but I'm still calling it a Chevy. All right, it ain't happening, Zach.
No, I'm just laughing at now you're gonna make the rough puns after not making them last night. And there's the other one with Meredith. Yeah, Alex thought he was 4, but he was only 3, and kind of made contact there with Meredith. Oh, he's gonna make contact with Bowers. Going in the tunnel turn. Be a long night, fellas.
The way things are shaping up right now, though, with the separation in the field, he might get a good long green flag run here. I jinxed us, I think.
You might
I got
have.
a good feeling I did.
You sure might have. Looking at some of these offsets going on, and people are getting loose and tight. And the Joker cards are still in the field.
Yeah. Up at the front of the pack right now, there's Dylan Basin, Sean Conklin, and Johnny Dressler, your top three. Braden Donaldson's worked himself up to fourth place running position, as well as Joey Beck sitting there in fifth. Finnegan Myers currently in sixth place in double zero machine with Diego Remy, Matt Cox, Kevin King, and Tommy Gossett rounding out your top 10. Right now, Finnegan Myers is going at it with Joey Beck. Beck around the outside here, trying to hold the double zero machine at bay. Myers down to the bottom here to turn one, trying to get past.
Yeah, Finn has to send it here, or else he's not going to clear. Like, you have to clear if you're going to make that move. And Diego's going to rip the top. Hopefully Beck moves up. Yep. Protects it. Finn clears.
Joey Beck made it pretty easy on him there in a turn 1-2. I was expecting him to be a little more aggressive at the pinch.
Well, I believe they're buddies. I believe there is a friendship there, and they don't race their friends like we race their friends. Like we race our friends. Even harder than we normally race everybody else.
I absolutely punted Levine out of the way for a Dover truck win a few weeks ago. So,
oh, lucky you. I haven't punted Levine in 2 weeks.
No, this is about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 even. I can't remember.
Tommy got a really good run though on King, coming out of 3. He ripped the top. He's gonna have to send it here, but King's gonna ride his door. Yeah, Kevin's really good here. He's gonna play protected.
Kevin King working the top line right here. It's going to be a good run. Able to put the draft off the machine in front of him, too. Tommy Gossett going to have to settle back in here if he wants to have another shot into turn 3.
Tommy's got to make a massive run and figure out how to do it, because right there, like, it was smart, but he didn't have the air.
Tommy's got to be pretty smart, too. Kevin King, not an easy pass anywhere we go, especially here at Pocono. You see him down to the bottom here, now trying to get past the double zero machine through turn 3. Trying to get by Cox to the inside here. Going to grab a little side draft. Falls back in line. Looks like it.
Go free on the nose there. Just those little minute movements will mean a lot, as Tommy's just going to rip the boards trying to pass him here. I don't know if it's going to get done, though. Kevin rolled that bottom really well. Yeah.
Kevin King down to the inside now of the double zero machine. Down the back straight away. Here comes Gossett, going to give a little bit of a push to the 29 Chevrolet as they come into turn 2.
He's going to make them tight. He's going 2 for 1. I know this move.
It ain't going to work. Cox shuts the door.
Yeah.
And here comes Hodgson to the inside.
Yeah, that's how it works here. I really like Cox here. Tommy rips the fence in 3. He's going to clear not only Nolan, but he's probably going to clear Matt Cox as well. Yeah.
What was it you were saying, Roger? Something about the tinfoil hat slipping down Nolan's eyes there?
You're not getting me in trouble. I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. See, Joey Beck just got passed by the 17 machine of Diego Remy. Pretty good run here from Remy. Start things out here tonight.
He drives his car like it's supposed to be driven on a sim, like how you're supposed to drive it, and that does well for him, right? You'll see that 12 car go through the field as the night goes on, because he's not going to make aggressive passes or aggressive moves. He's just going to methodically work his way through.
As I have to say, whoever picked the colors for Nolan's car, primo work. Love that UAW Delphi color scheme that Hendrick had back in the days. Not too far off it here on the 12 machine tonight. Man, black, day glow yellow, and red.
Oh, what a save! Who was that? Wow, he was completely sideways and saved the car. That Alec Daffin? Sean, oh, there's Sean. What a save. He was waving to fans.
Things are happening here with the 17 machine. Down to 1, and it gets so sketchy here on corner exit and 1. All the bumps, the amount of wheel you have to have in it to make it rotate. And sometimes you get to rotate a little too much, and that's what you saw there with the 17 machine. Great save, though. I figured he was going to hit that inside wall.
Yeah, the bumps down there are really going to throw your car.
Meanwhile, here for 7th place, Kevin King down to the inside. Joey Beck, heavy side draft down the long pond, straightaway down into turn 2. Beck gets a better run out, though. Going to run through turn 2 there for Kevin King, though, able to maintain the gap here. Now taking a look down to the bottom again into turn 3, all the way up by the rumble strip. Really good rotation in that 29 car. I mean, look at how well he was able to roll center.
Yeah, but look at
here
this
comes
run
Gossett.
that Tommy's getting. Yeah, Tommy's going to go for it.
3.
Oh, we're going 3. And
Joey Beck going to run all the way up against the fence here to try and get the drive off the corner down the back straightaway. 3 cars going to converge here out of turn 1. Joey Beck hangs on to the spot for now. Now that's going to give the draft to Kevin King. Tommy Gossett going to have to opt to settle in and fall back in line behind the 29 here into 2.
And that's it, right? Like they're all closer together, but the problem is it's just draft locked. And Tommy gets a really good run out of the tunnel. Kevin got really tight.
Also up to 3rd place right now. 24 machine Braden Donaldson making some moves there in the EPI Chevrolet. Braden Donaldson, that's a name I haven't seen around here in quite some time. Good to see him still carrying a wheel here on iRacing.
Yeah, he's I don't know when he switched back to EPI. I think I saw the EPI car at Michigan, but he's one of those guys that kind of comes back around, he'll show speed and then disappears, so good to have him back.
Hey, I can relate to that. Gotta take those tolerance breaks every now and then. Well, otherwise you end up like Roger.
No, he's listen, I've had some run-ins with the kid, right? But he's learned a lot. He's worked on his racecraft, and every time he comes back, he seems to be a little bit more mature. So it's always good to see that on the sim.
Oh, okay. All right, Darby, I see how it is. Getting roasted over here by my producer by not having
I saw
speed.
it, yeah. Dude, Kevin and Tommy are going at it.
Oh, and Tommy
there's a
about
lap
to be
car involved.
held up by lap traffic here.
Tommy had the run there too. That's the sad part. Was Tommy might have had him there.
Oh, here he goes, taking a peek down to the bottom here to turn 2, though. And this battle right now is being kept alive by the fact that Joey Beck's just doing a great job manipulating the air on these 2 cars behind him and holding them at bay.
And they're both keeping it clean, right? Like, I do believe Tommy might be a little bit faster. The issue is just the clean air. Tommy cannot touch that car in front of him because it's just gonna. Kevin hits the wall
a little bit, but it doesn't slow him. Still able to get the draft off the back of the 77 machine of Joey Beck here down at the start-finish line. Kevin King ahead by a nose. Now a full car length here down into turn 1.
Kevin's gonna roll the middle there and ride Tommy's door. That's gonna make a
Tommy's
mistake
loose.
though. Yeah,
sliding up the hill here, a little bit of contact.
Kevin is keeping the air off of Tommy, so Tommy's gonna have to go higher. Or Kevin's just gonna ride the door the whole time. Now listen, if Kevin keeps doing that and Tommy keeps sliding up and Tommy makes contact, you can only do so much. We're 20 laps into the run, the tires are hot, they're starting to slide. Contact is gonna happen.
Now down to the bottom here comes Kevin King trying to make the pass on Joey Beck yet again. Good launch in the center, but here comes Joey Beck using that top line momentum again. The 77 machine not really fading with this move to the outside lane that he made a handful of laps ago. Just able to keep these guys at bay. the worst thing in the world, too, for the longevity of Kevin's run, because he's not able to really track up the hill the way he wants to with that 77 machine up there. At least he's scrubbing, but almost clear, not quite. Here comes Beck by a nose back on the outside.
That car did not like that. You see that wiggle? That whole car, the nose just wiggled a little bit. He had to struggle to get the drive off, to get the wheels straight. And Joey's just a little bit tight in the tunnel. Kevin's a little bit faster, but here comes Tommy. Here we go again.
Down at 3. Here comes Kevin King with a great send into the corner. He's going to be able to carry the center speed. Yes, he does. Sliding back up the hill, going to shut the door in Joey Beck's face. Now here comes Tommy Gossett all the way up from the top of the track down to the middle here, trying to get past the 77 machine of Beck. And I feel like this is going to be a much easier pass for Gossett here, since the dirty air is now on the nose of Joey Beck.
Yeah, but Kevin's going to run in the line that Tommy runs in, so Tommy's not going to have clean air.
Did Tommy just give him a little bit of a coke arc there?
A little bit.
Yeah, he's standing in there a little deep.
Well, Tommy knows what's happening,
late.
right? Tommy knows what Kevin's doing, and I mean it's pretty obvious. But he's not going to pull him for draft wise. Kevin knows Tommy's a little bit faster, so he has to play defensive. Joey's just a little bit cooked on the tire wise, and this is kind of what happens when you see these fast guys. As the race progresses, you have to play defensive and play these kind of games.
Also, Alex Murray, after the incident earlier, working himself back up to the 12th spot here. Rough start things this evening, but climbing back through the field here.
Late shot out.
Well, 33 laps on the board here. Dylan Basin, Sean Conklin, Braden Donaldson, your top 3. We're going to send it to a quick word from some of our sponsors. We'll be back to bring you more of the racing action here on The Grid.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And welcome back to Grid Vision's Friday Night Top Split live for Pocono, working another caution here on lap 36. And, you know, we had a good green flag stint there, a lot of great racing here throughout the pack, but what's the odds that we're going to end up seeing cautions breed cautions here, Roger?
Pretty high. Pretty high, right? You're going to see everyone come down pit road here. If you don't come down pit road, then I don't know what you're doing. But we're going to go back and look at this replay. As we were under break, we had a caution. Alex Murray just ripping the top side in 3. And it just looks like he got
off the spoiler there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nolan wasn't, you know, up to the back bumper, you know, not an egregious pack of air to send the 22 machine, but, you know, even a couple, you know, a half car length or so back, you can still absolutely yank somebody around there if they're right on the edge.
And, you know, like that's what we call air grief, right? And you don't mean to do it sometimes, but sometimes you do. This one, I don't believe was a purposeful one, right? Because Nolan was a little bit further back and gave Alex plenty of room to save the car, went in the lane that Alex wasn't going in, so kind of just happens.
It's one of them situations, you know, if you're Nolan, you're not really thinking that you're going to get him loose from that far back, but, you know, Murray went for the wide arc there with the cut down, and when you do that, you kind of de-wedge the car a little bit to begin with, get it flopped over onto the right rear, and at that point, you know, just a slight gust of wind could be enough to yank the thing around. Dylan Basin winning the race off pit road. Sean Conklin retaining second. Diego Remy moves up to third place with Braden Donaldson holding on to fourth. Tommy Gossett moving all the way up to fifth there with that pit sequence in front of Joey Beck, Kevin King, Johnny Dressler, Finnegan Myers, and Tyler Bowers rounding out your top 10.
Well, you know, it's funny, right? We were talking about the pit road deal, how they added their new limiter and stuff like that. You can see through this pit stop who worked on it, who tried to figure out what the limit is and where to push, because Tommy moved up, what, 4 spots with that? He passed all these cars on pit road with just speed alone. I mean, I'm looking at Basin had the best pit road, I believe, with a 41-1.
Did we have any penalties? Because I feel like we're missing a couple guys out of the top 5 right now.
I don't believe so. I don't see any black flags.
What was that, Darby? Oh. Wow, that one went right over my head.
I was looking to see if there was another Sheldon in the race. I was like, oh, am I missing something?
No, I've never seen another one of me in any of the races. Plenty of Atkinses, though, but I promise you, absolutely no relation.
Did he just say Diego Remy is chat banned?
Diego Remy do to get chat banned.
Really? I bet it was something of the sorts of not calling some people not nice things. Tends to have a potty mouth when he talks. People just get kind of tired of it, and it builds up.
I don't know anybody on the iRacing service that has a potty mouth. Everybody that I've ever come in contact with, including myself, tries to uphold the nature of this service and make sure that it is a place representative of it. I've already ran out of
Listen, you see that Navy car, that 22 car? That's my sailor mouth, potty mouth, where I have to restrain myself with every word I say, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Look, I will say that I was a diehard Kurt Busch fan throughout my childhood.
Yep.
I may have picked up a trade or two. I am sorry. I get angry. I don't actually mean it. Our cooldown in 10 minutes, but we are back under green here as Dylan Basin leads us into the restart zone. Back underway here for the 6th machine. You see Dylan Basin side by side here. Sean Conklin going to fall back in line behind his teammate here to try and give him a push through 1 and 2. Basin trying to hang on to the point here. And we'll watch him fan out here into 1.
They're going to have to fan out, right? But here's the thing. Can't get side by side. You have to move up. Tommy's trying to side draft people. Finnegan's loose.
Around almost Finnegan Myers.
What a
dirt
save.
tracking out of 1. Incredible save there. What a wheel, man. My heart stopped there for a second. I thought he was going to go back up across the field there. You don't save a car. I could hear the tires squealing from the blimp camera that I'm watching on my monitor.
Yeah.
Insane.
And you know, he's got amazing car control, so I'm not surprised by that. Won the second split majors 24 Le Mans last week, right? So he can wheel a car. Oh, we got contact a little further back here. I don't know who that is.
I mean, at the point he got sideways there, you're pulling what, 150, 155
Sean
miles an
Paling
hour?
around, saves it. Wow.
That's 2 amazing saves from Paling tonight.
He said, I'm in hell right now. These guys are hanging on to it. They might have made some loose adjustments because these things are flying. We're going to go back and watch it.
Yeah, a little bit of a log jam there. Gets to the back bumper of the 8 machine. And then imagine that
Starts to
de-wedged the
come
car
around.
a little bit there.
Yep.
Comes back around, saves it.
Ooh.
That's twice that we've seen that 17 machine almost eat the inside
Did you
wall.
see how close Murray was to that? That was almost a night ender.
Yeah, Murray's got a bit of a rough one here this evening. So 24 machine Braden Donaldson working the inside here. Tommy Gossett working the top
What a
line
move.
here.
Cleared him.
Yeah, Gossett passed him through the top there through turn 2. And look at the speed that 22 Mustang has right now. A little bit of contact further back.
Contact.
Dressler slides up into Joey Beck. Wonder if Joey Beck's gonna give him the horn back here into turn 1. Because I know Beck ain't afraid to do it.
Well, those two could be pretty aggressive. I mean, I understand, fellas. You think a caution's about to come out, but these guys are like super pushing.
Oh, and a big block there. That's going to put Tommy Gossett up to the outside here, but Remy going to send it deep to try and get past Conklin. Up to the quarter panel here through turn 2. A little bit of side draft, but has to fall back in line. And that is not the place I'd want to be if I was Diego Remy, because I know, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there some bad blood there?
No, there's not.
Okay.
I settled my beef with him. He's just aggressive. He's one of those guys that's super aggressive, and Sean's gonna get passed by both of these guys.
I think Sean's playing a 1,000 IQ move here.
I think Sean might be saving field.
Down to the inside. Here comes Tommy Gossett trying to get past the 17 machine. Diego Remy door to door out of turn 1, down the back straight away. Gossett with the advantage now. You see up there at the front, teammate Dylan Basin throwing a little bit of draft in his way. Now back up to the top of the track to make the arc into turn 2. Side by side again into the tunnel turn. Here comes the 22 of Gossett, and he's going to be able to clear.
And he's gonna clear. He's got to cool them tires off though, because he pushed very, very hard for the last 2 laps, right? But I wouldn't be sure. I don't know what the fuel window is. We didn't really check last night, but it could be possible that some of these guys are trying to save.
I always wonder why you decide to save when we come to Pocono, though, because they always find a way to wreck right before the pit sequence.
What if they don't wreck?
Well, Roger, with all due respect, brother, the way this track has been for the past couple years, I feel like you'd have a better chance at getting pregnant.
Listen.
Oh,
It's-
Kevin King up into Conklin. Saved it out of turn 2.
Save.
Oh, and Joey Beck just wipes out Dressler into 3. I don't think that battle's over. It's down to the bottom here. Just slides up the hill, grabs him a little bit on the quarter panel, but watch Joey Beck into Johnny Dressler there into turn 3.
We'll get there.
Play spool up for that, and Dressler and
We're
Beck still
about to see it
going at it
live.
here.
We're about to see it live.
Here comes Dressler up to the back bumper, now diving to the bottom here on the back straightaway. Dressler door to door here with the 77 machine of Joey Beck. Beck working the outside into turn 2, going to fall back in line behind the 51 machine. I don't think the sparks are done flying. Joey Beck got really tight in the dirty air there. I think that one's over for now. More of a cold war here at this point.
Listen, Dressler, I don't know if Dressler lifted there because that car pulled really, really hard. But we're going to go back and see here. This is...
Oh, and Matt Cox almost loses out turn 3.
Right?
Yeah, I think this is after the fact, I think.
Here we go.
Joey Beck. Yeah, there we go. Joey Beck sends it down to 3, grabs a little bit of curbing. Remember, Dressler used up Joey a little bit ago. Well, Joey said, well, might as well even the score here.
Meanwhile, Bason's just on a Sunday cruise.
Yeah, Bason's showing a lot of speed here tonight. I mean, you know, it's not shocking. Dylan Bason's good everywhere we go, but really putting together a strong performance here. Dominant run from Pocono this evening. He's led the most laps here tonight. I mean, it's been all Basin since we dropped the green flag.
Yeah, I mean, him and I had some discussions earlier in the week about this place, and he likes it, and it kind of fits both our style with how it goes. And he's just so smooth, right? And the smoother you are, the better tires you're going to have, and I think that's just going to come into play. And he's not going faster than everybody else. I mean, it's even with the draft, he's kind of hitting the same time, so he's just managing.
Doing a good job maintaining the gap, using the air to his advantage here. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do up here at the front of the pack if you have the clean air to save those tires and be able to kind of keep these guys, you know, held back just a little bit behind you to where they can't quite get to you and burn their stuff up when they try. But how about Tommy Gossett, too, all the way up through the field, didn't qualify here tonight, has been on full send since we dropped the green flag. Now he's sitting in second place trying to track down his teammate.
Could we go on board that 17 car? I have a suspicion. I guess he'd be the 1 car. Yes. Yep. Okay. Just kind of seeing how like the car's moving in the draft and how he's losing it. So we have some dual strategies going on. But here's the thing. No one's going to catch up to what he's doing because he's been doing it since lap 1. Right? So it's too late now. You ain't saving what he saved. If you're using grid vision to figure out your plot, your plan.
Who out of our underdogs has been the biggest one on your radar tonight? We got a few guys mixed throughout here.
You're gonna make me say it, aren't you?
Yeah.
I really like Cox here. I think.
Holy crap! What a throwback, or what a callback.
Listen, I think
circle.
It was accurate. It sounded exactly like you wanted it to sound. It was. No, I mean
really
he's doing
like
a really
Cox
good
here.
job. He is just kind of managing, right? And Joey Beck is he's fell back, but he's saving the tires. I mean, top 10 night out of those guys. I think that's a win.
Well, you've had your eye on Cox here all night. I'm kind of focusing on that 17 machine. Diego Remy has been putting together a pretty stellar run. You know, Diego Remy is typically one that we see not have the luck or the things pan out the way that he, typically hopes they would work out. But sitting here in third place, it's been a clean night for the 17 machine, and he's just had pace since we dropped the green flag. I mean, he's matching lap times here with Dylan Bass and Tommy Gossett, as well as Sean Conklin. Sean Cox, I don't know where we went there with that one. Brandon Donaldson, another one, really putting together a stellar drive.
See, here's the thing. Like you said it, right? He's kept it clean so far. This dude has some of the worst luck in the world, and he makes a lot of it on his own. So we still have what, 30 laps to go, 20 laps to go. Yeah. Look at that.
That's where the bad luck comes from. See, when you got things like that on the side of the car, you can't expect the guy on your inside to be able to hold a straight line because you just get distracted.
Do you remember some of the other cars he used to run? Oh my, they were bad.
I've got my buddy Eli. My buddy, I'm going to dox him right here. My buddy Elijah Cole goes and runs the Good Smile Racing liveries. Now, I think it's a Super GT thing only. I'm not sure, or whatever the Grand Touring series is in Japan. But there's a team called Good Smile Racing, and every week they just have different anime characters on the car. So he runs those liveries on everything, whether it's a Cup car, truck, Xfinity car, Formula car, Indy car. Like every week he's got freaking Hatsune Miku or whatever on the side of it. And it's the same problem for him, just gets run over. And I think it's just because people get distracted.
I don't know, man. You knew that name all too well.
I hang out with I hang out with way too many people that spend way too much time on the internet on a daily basis, and it's one of Buddy's hyper focuses. So I just let him have it.
Teammates with Joseph Squared. Like,
Joseph Squared's probably sitting there watching the broadcast right now, like, hell yeah, Miku.
Yeah, probably. He might be at work. He might not be watching. But if he is, we love you, buddy. Glad to have you back on the sim. He took a vacation. Not suspended. He took an actual vacation. Do you think we're going to see that one move that got one of our friends suspended earlier in the week? You think we might see it?
Which move is that?
The wall ride.
Well, I mean, we already did see the wall ride a handful of laps
No,
ago.
but not. It was a half a wall ride. I'm talking about a full commit.
I don't think so. I don't see anybody here doing it unless we end up in a green-white checkered scenario. Then somebody's gonna do it.
Not meaning to. They're just gonna tap. Oh! Instead of try to pass for the lead here, Tommy ripping the boards. Oh, what's a pass for the lead
here? Oh yeah, it went. Wow, we really need to start paying attention to that scoreboard, don't we? Yeah, Tommy Gossett up to the race lead. There's the move right there down the Long Pond straightaway. Tommy Gossett really showing he's got this whole thing pieced together this week.
Look at that. My name in the league, guys. That's rare.
This is well, it's typically because you've wrecked somebody for 15th or pinched somebody into the grass, but that's a different story for another day. Little shade over Michigan. Come on now. I know it's frustrating, but hey, you took yourself out too in the process.
I don't care. They deserve it.
I know. I get it.
I don't care.
I get it. I threw shade at you during the broadcast too for it, but hey, it is what it is. We've all been on the receiving and giving end of that at some point here on the sim.
Oh!
You see a little
that's a lap car.
traffic,
Thomas Dairies.
making it interesting here. But what I was going to say about Tommy is it has been a rough patch of weeks here for the driver of the 22 Ford Mustang, and this is what he needs right now. Is just get out here, lead these laps, have a good run, have a good show here from one of the most difficult tracks on the circuit. Because you know, we all know Tommy is a very confident driver on this, on the surface and visually, but all of us have there's not a single one of us that fires up behind one of these steering wheels that, sits there and thinks 100% of the time, yeah, we're good, we got this. Kind of go through those little ruts here and there. You get humbled a little bit. And,
Oh yeah.
you kind of just sit there, you ask yourself questions that you'll never tell anybody about. Doesn't matter who you are, you've done it. I'm sure Sean's done it. Every single person on the sim that, has a brain that isn't, completely void of thought will sit there and wonder, am I actually good at this or have I been lucky all along? And this right
And
here, this is the momentum that Tommy needs to build off of right now.
that's the thing, right? When you load into this sim, you look at some of the names that are registered, and you start thinking into your head, like, can I win this? Is it possible? And sometimes you're like, hell no. You're just, no way is it. Like, it's, I mean, you think you might have a good shot, right? Especially if it's a track that you're good at. But, like, loading into this sim for this race, I would think maybe I would be happy with a top 5. Would I try to go for the win? Absolutely. But my mindset is I could be a top 5 car. And if you kind of have that mindset of, hey, I could try to win it, but if I know I have the skills and capability to be top 5, then you kind of just you work that confidence back in.
No, Dressler almost losing it there. Thing was dead sideways out of the tunnel turn. Here in 3. Got McKissick
we got a
working down the
wreck.
inside, but we got a caution, and there goes that fuel saving.
Well, Tyler Bowers? Looks like the Tyler Bowers car. Yeah. What happened? Look at this. Okay, Robert Miller. The Finn. Yep. The 3. Oh. Can I get an onboard? I don't know. Did he just brake late? Go.
On board here for the 94 machine of Bowers, sending it down into turn 3.
Oh, he
lost it.
downshifted.
Ugh.
I don't think he meant to downshift. Yeah, like you don't take third through there.
That's a hard blow to the outside wall there.
That's what we call a money shift, folks.
It was a rough break for Bowers as well. Was running pretty good here tonight. Well, what's the strategy here, Roger? We coming in. We'll just about have 20 laps to go.
Let's do this. I would take 4. I would take 4 personally, but I know that some of these guys are probably going to take 2. They make it interesting. Did well, that's interesting. Did Kevin? Someone is around. Yeah, I think that's Nicholas Patovich. Did Kevin King stay out?
That would be a bold strategy.
Oh, he did.
Kevin King fit right before the caution, so.
And you're not a lap down here. You don't go a lap down.
Problem is, he's going to take the wave here. It looks like though, so.
Oh, he is a lap down.
Yeah, not gonna be beneficial here for the 29 machine.
Yep, he is 1 lap down. So yeah, he's gonna have to take the wave. Okay, well, that's a front row I wasn't expecting. Unless, do these guys all pit?
This will be interesting here.
Did McKissick pit? All right, see, my stuff hasn't updated yet because we haven't rolled across the line. So I'm
Well,
going to guess
McKissick-
McKissick took 2, Finn took
McKissick-
2.
I'm not sure if he hit or took 2 there, but
We're going to see here. I'm going to see. I'm going to tell you. Yeah, McKissick took 2, Finn took 2, Tommy took 4, Robert Miller took 2, and everybody until 9th place took 4. Zach Moses in 9th took 2, and Johnny Dressler took 4. So we have a mixed bag here, which you know what that means. Pull them belts one more time, folks, because we're going wrecking.
yeah. But here's the thing, though: if you're McKissick or you're Finnegan Myers, you know the whole goal here now is just survive through turn 1, and don't let them get past you.
Well,
Because there's a strong probability. Hang on, let me pull Larry Mack up here. Well, based on the trends from the last 225 Pocono races, when they get a caution with 20 laps to go, they don't ever go green. Thank you, Larry Mack.
Exactly, right. And cautions breed cautions, especially at this place. You have Robert Miller, who is clean and aggressive, and you have Tommy, who is clean but makes some mistakes. Right, he's working on it.
I'll say one thing: McKissick is a better man than I am, because sitting there with 2 tires on that car right now, I'd be down there kissing the grass through the tunnel turn every lap.
I
Trying to get
wouldn't
them left
be-
side schooled.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the line he's running. He's got too much rubber on them tires. He's not swerving at all. He's gonna be a little bit tighter, and we saw this last night with that like how tight turn 1 can be, and the wind is up to 11 mile an hour. Didn't have this much wind last night, so it's gonna be a factor.
Out of turn 3 here. Lights out on the iRacing pace car into the RH Auto Spa restart zone. 20 laps to go here from Pocono. Brandon McKissick leading us back to the green, back underway. Here comes Gossett already trying to take it 3 into turn 1.
You got to, right? 4 tires versus 2. What's gonna win? And I'm gonna guess 4. Tommy's gonna have to absolutely ship it here, and they're gonna make
and McKissick
contact.
gets tight. A little bit of contact there with Finnegan Myers. They're both going to walk up the hill here through turn 1. It's going to stall that outside lane out. Here comes Tommy Gossett, but now basing up to the back bumper, diving down to the bottom here on the back straightaway.
And they're wrecking. No yellow? Yellow's out. Who's got it? Tommy or Basin? I think they gave it to Tommy. Here we go. 3 wide, 4 wide. Contact with Beck. Dresser got really lucky there. Look at Kevin King. I don't know. I don't think he got damaged. What a save. There we go. We're gonna ride with him. He's gonna see this happen. He's a little bit further back. He's got room to. He has time to react. Oh,
A little bit of contact with that left rear quarter, but that'll buff.
that could have been bad for him. Well, 4 tires. So Finnegan's still in 3rd. McKissick's in 6th. So 2 tires kind of worked, but just got a little tight in 1, like I figured. Oh, McKissick's going down pit road.
Yeah, I mean, if you're McKissick at this point, you know, staying out there on those old tires, you're pretty much just going to be a rolling chicane at this point. Might as well come back down, throw on the 4, maybe try to make an adjustment, and try to come back up through the field here. I like the call there. He went, he tried it, it didn't work. Just re-rack them, restack them, try to get back into the mix here as the chaos starts to unfold in front of you.
That's the thing. It's going to be chaos, right? Well, we have 2 more pace laps to go. We're going to see the same thing we saw in 1. And that's kind of how Pocono goes, folks.
And it's such a moving target, too, you know, the 2-tire versus 4. Because some years we come here and, you know, the 2-tire strategy is the one that wins. Because there's no way they're getting past you in the first turn. Then you got, you know, nights like tonight where those left side tires, they seem like they're wearing just a little bit more than they have in years past. It really seems like you're putting yourself in more of a detriment.
Well, my thing, did we go a little too long for 2 tires to matter? Right? Like, if it was probably 10 laps beforehand when the yellow came out, 2 tires probably would have worked. But I want to say that they were all going to stretch it to the end, right? But like between halfway of that pit stretch strategy, you have to start thinking in your mind, do the left sides matter as much? And I'm going to say yes, because Tommy absolutely sent it into 1 on the bottom and cleared him, and Basin followed right behind.
Oh, how long do you think we're going to go this time, Roger?
Tunnel turn, maybe, before the caution comes out.
Think we'll make it to the tunnel?
No, I think they're going to wreck in 1, but the caution's not going to come out because the dust isn't going to settle till the leaders are in the tunnel turn.
All right, so that's highly likely. I can see that.
Yeah. Unless it's completely blocked, then. But I think you'll see some big movement mid-pack. Tyler see best in the chat. Tommy's in first. He is in first. We'll see for how long. Basin's fast, and the fuel savings no longer a factor. So now it's who wants to use up their stuff. And I mean, at this point, I would.
So who's your pick here?
Well, my name's on the car, so it's 22.
Cool. Let's see. I'm gonna go off of last year's trends, and pretty sure Kevin King won because the Ryko cars took themselves out, didn't they?
That last year, or was that 2 years ago?
2 years ago, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. No, that's fair. If he can make it back up there.
Diego Remy would feed families, wouldn't it?
I don't know if it would feed families, but it would be it'd be a shock and awe for everybody, I feel like. Pace car's down. Restart zone. Tommy gets a good jump. Finn's right behind him. Tommy's going to clear Basin. I don't think Finnegan's going to clear him, though. Going into 1, we're going to have the same scenario. I believe Basin's going to have to rip the middle or the top, and I just don't think Finn's going to have the rotation with the 2.
Down to the inside, here comes the 0-0 machine of Finnegan Myers trying to get past Dylan Basin. Basin working the middle lane, though, keeping him pinched down to the bottom of the track. Basin gets the drive off the corner, but the draft comes from Tommy Gossett down to the middle here. Going to pull Finnegan Myers up a little bit, but Myers going to fall back in line behind the 6 machine as he coming to turn number 2.
And Diego ships it tunnel. Robert Miller right behind with Braden Donaldson and Sean right there. It's going to be tight here. All these guys are going to have to figure out where clean air is. Sean decides to go a little bit high. Robert washes. Braden, they're going to be 3 coming on exit. Braden's washing, though. Sean's hard into the wall. Ooh, that might
Yeah, it was a heavy hit there for the 17 machine. We'll see how it works out for him here in 1 and 2 if he sinks or swims. Johnny Dressler over the back bumper right now. Dressler now up to the top here. About ripping off the boards. Good run for the 51 machine, and it definitely looks like Conklin's
he
around.
turns him.
Slid up in the door there a little bit, and around he goes on the back straightaway. I really think there's some wheel damage there to Conklin, because that car
there
did
wasn't
not
before,
look like
there
it
is
was
now.
ready into one.
He's pushing him here. Gets to the outside. Yeah, I think Sean just couldn't turn.
Sean couldn't get the car rotated there. The potential damage to the front suspension, as well as riding, directly in the wake of the car in front of him. And it's a bad spot to be. And Dressler up on that outside, he can't really track up to the wall like he needed to when he came into the corner.
I don't see the wheel damage. He's turning.
Oh, right there. That last second cross, maybe?
It could. I mean, there's a lot of things that could have happened there.
I know that aero position. I've been in that one.
It is. No, that aero position is really tough. It really is.
That is the reason why you will find my happy tail in the O'Reilly car or the truck, because I realized real quick this year the Cup car, in my opinion, is for the birds at this point.
Did he hit the wall? Did he hit the wall?
Yeah, Dressler caught the wall. It looked like he was trying to keep it out of Sean there.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. It might. I mean, there might have been contact with the wall that bounced Dressler off, but Sean definitely looked like he was tight, and that air didn't help either. So it's one of those things.
What a wild night it's been, buddy. They're arguing here in the driver chat.
I don't know if they're arguing. I think they've lost their minds. Arguing about what car color they are. I don't know what's happening. Not at all. You still have Diego? What is coming up on Grid Vision?
Coming up on Grid Vision? What's that we got going on there? Is that Tuesday?
Did I say Daytona?
I'm having a hard time reading, Darby.
I think
My
that says
little old man
Daytona
eyes.
International Speedway.
Man, it's gonna be Tuesday, Daytona International Speedway. Looks like I got no idea what's going on, Darby. I can't read that, buddy.
It says Daytona. All I see is Daytona, Tuesday, June 23rd at 8:30 p.m. on Grid Vision. And then you have OB Builders at Sonoma, Thursday, June 25th. Then we're back at Kentucky, June 30th. Chicagoland through OB. I'm sorry for the people in this other league. I can't read that league name, but
Top tier racing.
There you go. So top tier back at Dover, July 7th. OB's gonna be at Echo Park, July 9th, and top tier at Texas Motor Speedway, July 14th. I am jealous of going back to Texas because I want to rip the wall again.
And I will take this opportunity too before things get too crazy to finish this evening off here. But I want to give a huge shout out once again to Ricky Heinen and the RH Auto Spa. They've been a great sponsor the last couple of weeks. It's been really great having them on board. Looking to hopefully maybe retain that here in coming weeks. But as far as we all know, things still a little bit tight here at Grid Vision. If you want to see the Friday night top split coverage continue in full form, Be sure to donate at gridvision.live, or be sure to check out all the subscription options that you have here on Twitch. Not to sit here and beg, I'm once again asking you for money, but it does help us keep this ship afloat, and without it, we can't really continue with the NIS coverage. But it has been an absolute blessing to have such a great sponsor and a great partner on board. And I do want to remind you guys too, RH Auto Spa doesn't just work on cars, they elevate them. They're a one-stop shop for custom automotive enhancements, offering a full suite of services tailored to protect, personalize, and perfect your ride. Whether you're looking to preserve your paint with industry-leading paint protection film, enhance your shine and durability with ceramic coatings, or completely transfer your ride with vinyl wraps, RH Auto Spa has you covered.
You're so good. God,
I try, man. I try. Thank you.
that was perfect.
Appreciate you, King. You'll get it one day.
No,
It's
probably
all
not.
experience. No, I'm
Who
horrible.
dies in turn 1?
Well, without contributions from beautiful viewers like you, Roger and I will have starvation. Somebody play the sad violin.
Heath Sheldon.
Who
Give him
dies
some
in
money.
turn
Yeah,
1?
Tyler Seabett. Yeah.
Look,
Tyler's got plenty of it.
And into the RH Auto Spa restart zone. We're going to figure out whose funeral is next. But back underway here, Tommy Gossett with the advantage here at the line. Good launch for driver number 22 as they rocket off into turn 1.
Yeah, Finnegan's pushing right behind. Little stack up. Tommy's going to have to go high to block it. He's going to have to protect both lanes. Big stack up behind. Oh, boy. Survive. Alex Murray a little loose. Some in the wall.
Here we go down the back straightaway. Finnegan Myers trying to take a peek down to the inside. Doesn't have the draft to pull him, though. Dylan Basin staying in line with Tommy Gossett here into 2.
Yeah,
Basin
Robert Miller
gets a little bit better rotation, able to get the left front offset there from the 22 machine of Gossett. Going to get a good run down the back straightaway. Good opportunity to 3.
a little tight there. Followed Tommy right in the wake, and that's what happens. And man, it's go time. You have 10 laps to go. What's going to happen here? Big stack up further behind. They're all going to try to push each other super hard. They're all going to have to work together, though, because if he pulls away, good luck.
It is a hornet's nest down there right now. I just look. Oh, the 17 machine of Sean Paley.
He's in the wall.
3 wide. Up into Kevin King there. Charles Windley going to squeak through. A little bit of contact, though, from the 8 machine of McKissick. McKissick trying to drive through with the 4 fresh tires.
There's a lot of moves.
Dressler.
Dressler's making the move. Miller made the same move earlier. Diego Remy kind of tapped the wall going into 1 and gained a speed boost. It's like hitting a mushroom in Mario Kart.
Mario Kart, there you go.
Yeah, that's some words, man. Some
lot of head
letter
injuries.
combinations.
A lot of head injuries in the booth here tonight.
Oh, yeah. I've 9 concussions. Count them on your hands, folks. 9.
4 for me. So, yeah, we're all pretty beat up here at Grid Vision. I don't know how many concussions our producers had, but I feel like it's probably more than 1.
Say 2.
He's not talking. He's gone nonverbal, folks. But either way, side by side. The back straightaway. Robert Miller trying to get past the 51 machine of Johnny Dressler. Dressler going to in on the outside. This is not going to be an easy pass with the Outlier Speed Shop Chevrolet. Because Dressler, one of the more aggressive drivers here in the top split. And kept the pinch there through turn 2. The Team Conti Toyota Camry going to pull ahead here into 3 as he tries to set his sights on the 4th place runner, Diego Remy. And how about Diego Remy, man? It's been a stellar night for that 17 machine. 1 car into the barrels. Oh, my God.
Did you say barrels?
Somebody just hit the barrels. Is that
Spencer Torrance?
That's Spencer Torrance.
I have to remove myself for a few seconds. Give me 1 second.
Let's see what happens here with the 10 machine, Spencer Torrance. Down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, gets down there. Corner looks pretty well planted here. Oh, he's going to slide up. Just grabs Maggie McGuire's door and head on into the barrels.
Dead stop. Red flag for barrel replacement. We need sand. We need the trucks. I want you guys to realize they're going 160 mile an hour through this corner, right? And that car stopped dead in its tracks. That's a concussion. Yep, that's...
Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
And in the oh so famous and eloquent words of redneck Jesus himself, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Well, that looked like it hurt.
I heard a wrecking a guy, but not give him a headache.
Yeah, that was a painful one.
That the barrel massacre is what they're calling it in the chat. Yeah, that's forever remember of this day. Listen,
That's exactly.
you don't, if you hit the barrels, just know you're gonna be known for it. I guarantee this will probably be on Twitter later. It's we talked about embarrassing moments last night, and that's kind of one of those ones that ranks up there. If you hit one of the barrels at a track, rank it.
We did just get breaking news too, by the way, from the Premier Setup Shop group. They will be holding a candlelit vigil outside of the race shop this week in honor of Spencer Torrance. We'll have a quick
For
moment of
pride
silence.
and car.
Somebody cue the bagpipes.
I've heard enough bagpipes this week already. I love the bagpipes, don't get me wrong, but at 8 a.m. and an Airbnb, it's a little too early. Spencer has been helicoptered to the hospital. We will see him later on next week.
He's,
Maybe he may not return. Well, we got 2 road courses back to back. We may not see him until Chicagoland. So he's going to be resting at home. Thoughts to him.
Yeah, he has currently been airlifted to the LVH Pocono Trauma Service Center. I did not just Google that. We will stay tuned to gridvision.live.
Did you
for
see that
updates.
car coming off pit road? He about slid up into the into the leaders.
If he'd have hit Tommy,
Oh, we would have never. I would have probably
there would have
fell
been
out
an
of my
ear.
seat.
We would have probably chuckled and felt bad all at the same time. We would have probably heard words that we have not heard on iRacing and in public lobbies of any gaming in years.
You would have felt bad. I would have been
And-
keeled over out of my chair laughing hysterically.
Well, you know what? We see who's really got Tommy's back here, all right?
Listen, that's why I would have laughed. Yeah, that's.
Would have been horrible. But I mean, you'd have seen Twitter posts, Facebook posts. It'd have been a whole escapade. It'd have been a wild night.
The reach of gossip is you would have found out real fast.
Proud of him tonight, though, man. He's put together a great race here. Like, he
Kind of just
hasn't-
wanted to finish top 3 so I can hear what he's got to say because I feel like it's gonna be interesting.
Well, you get to interview him, so
Oh
you
yay!
have fun with that. You have fun with that one.
I've never had someone do this well with my name on their car.
Yeah, not even you have done this well with your own name on your
No, not when I'm getting
Not in a while.
broadcasted. No, not. It's been over a year since I've been at Victory Lane being broadcasted.
Well, don't count your chickens before Top Split executes them. Still got a ways to go.
Yeah, we're gonna hope here. I'm gonna knock on every piece of wood I got. I have wood floors.
Start with your head.
We don't need number 10. I already wear orange glasses.
Ouch.
The Robo glasses, as my teammates called them.
Good look, the Navy Ford Mustang powered by Ryko. Been a great year for Tommy. You know, bad luck stint in all the last couple weeks. I mean, made it to the Pro Series. Been a long-term goal for him. I remember hearing him utter about that on one sim way back in the day. So good to see him get up there and up here at the front of the pack here at Pocono. I mean, this is going to be a really good feeling for him, even if it, comes up short. Just having the pace to drive all the way through the field. Because remember, Tommy did not take qualifying time here tonight. Just had to charge through at a track that is notoriously borderline impossible to pass. So good run for him. A lot to build on.
Yeah, and he's streaming right now too, right? So I'm definitely going to go back and watch because he is entertaining to watch in the last few laps. There's movement that he does that is unprecedented. I love Tommy to death. Tommy and I have been teammates for a little over 3 years now, and he's just fun to be around. He's just a different kind of guy. He's got passion and love for this sport. So to see him pull it out, it'll be special.
It's going to be a 4-lap shootout here from Pocono as these cars roll out at turn 3. Lights out on the pace car. Getting ready to go back to racing here as they load up into the RH Auto Spa restart zone. Tommy Gossett, Dylan Basin, your front row. Back to green here. Tommy Gossett, good launch. Lots of help there from the 00 machine of Finnegan Myers. Outside line staying in tow, though, but now Diego Remy going to tuck out a line here on Basin. Going to try and make a move. Maybe 3 wide. Attempted to turn 1. Yes, it is. Here comes Basin all the way against the boards, but Gossett's going to be able to clear, and they're wrecking in the back. McKissick is around. No caution.
Yellow's
there's
out.
the caution.
Green, white, checkered. Here we go. We're gonna replay. Look at the stack up. This is insane.
Been one hell of a night here, guys. I'll give him credit, though. We had a really long green flag stint, which is way more than I was expecting.
We did.
Kevin King just sends it a little deep there. Him and McKissick come together.
That might be on the King.
I think that's on Kev there.
And if I end up on Twitter, so be it. I'm sorry, but I'm calling how I see it.
Right on board with Kevin King here. And this is just what you run into, though. You get these short stints. Everybody just gets a little more aggressive.
I feel like underneath. Look at that, Charles Windley.
I feel like maybe Kevin thought that McKissick saw that he was going to be there.
Well, I mean, we kind of saw that move. Remember, Evan C. and Patrick Gitter last night. Yeah. Kind of the same type of move.
Same thing. It's just, you know, you're trying to send it on down there into the corner and make the pass. Watch it here from the blunt. I feel like, I don't know. I don't necessarily want to put that one on Kevin because McKissick was really abrupt with his corner entry there. That right there is just a racing deal, man. That's
a racing deal. But as we saw earlier, right, people are grabbing each other's doors, riding that tight into the corner. So, I mean,
you know, Kevin's got that right front down there. He's showing that. A little bit of frustration here on pit road. McKissick heavy to the back of the 13 machine.
I am not okay.
Wonder what that was all about.
I don't know. Just put pit road entry. Oh, my glasses started to fog up there. I take them off. I missed it.
Let's run on board with Dairies here. Now
look at that wheel. Look at that wheel.
That thing's beat to hell.
And no downshift. Downshift late, and hit.
Oh, he had about a year to slow down, so I guess he did not want to.
I don't. Frustration, maybe, but now Thomas has more damage. That's.
He could have been turning off his tires for damage repairs. Now I think about it. Sometimes you get in that black box and you're pissed, you're not paying attention to what's going on around you, then you kind of go out there and make everybody else angry at you too.
Well, we got 3 green whites here in NIS. I hope to God we don't use them. I really do. This place is so hard to call, folks, because the moves are just, it's so aggressive. And, I mean, coming from me, that says a lot. Could you
How many
imagine if I
lanes-
was down there tonight? Honestly, could you?
You'd probably be back in the booth because you'd probably been wrecked on lap 10.
You know, maybe. I would rip the
Just
boards
the way
a
your
few
luck's
times
the
trying
way
to
the
make
way
a
your
track
luck's been.
position.
The way your luck's been.
I won Wednesday night.
Good on you. Well,
I
if you
didn't.
ever-
I sped Friday. Put that on myself.
Why'd you do that?
I was following Tommy just a little too close, and we went.
Is
about
that a
15 over
Is
into
that a
the pit road.
conspiracy? Is that a conspiracy thing? Tommy didn't get
No,
penalized,
we
did he?
we went. Honestly, I
So-
can tell you, we went about
so do they-
15
do
mile
they-
an hour.
Do they let Tommy go faster on pit road because it's licensed?
No,
Put my tinfoil hat on. I'm joking.
It's just stupid.
I'm calling back.
We're gonna no. So Tommy and I went about 15 mile an hour faster and into the pit road, and he got it slowed down, and I didn't. He's got these things called active pedals, which are expensive but really good. And yeah, he got it loaded up, and I did not. So use your error.
One thing I'm wondering, how many lanes wide do you think that 22 is going to be here on this restart?
Enough to block the 17 and the 6, because that 17 is gonna go wherever that Tommy's not. But if I'm Diego, he needs to push Tommy or he's gonna have no shot at all. If he doesn't push Tommy, he's gonna screw himself.
Yeah, 'cause he's going to be down there on the bottom, 3 wide, getting hung out to dry by everybody.
Yep. And Tommy's gonna go backwards, and it's gonna create a stack up and cause issues.
Overtime number 1 about to take hold here into the restart zone. Back underway. Tommy Gossett with a good launch, but Dylan Basin able to hang tight with him again here.
Yeah, Diego's not pushing him. This is the issue. Diego's too far back. Nolan's gonna take a 3.
I was going to send it here.
Oh,
And Diego
Diego's
gets into
gonna
Basin.
turn
Around
him.
they go, but they're already wrecking in the back.
Diego turned him.
Tanner Love around in the back. Maggie McGuire as well. 2 wrecks there at the same time.
I'm not gonna talk to him. He's pissed. We're gonna go back and watch this.
Oh, Kevin King. Turn around there in turn 1. And they were wrecking in front of that too. I mean, I guess there's rain on the track.
Oil, maybe something.
Maybe somebody hurled a pea jug from Selena 52 out there.
There's so much to see here. I mean, there's like 4 wrecks that happen. Look at that block from Joey Beck. Already puts him 3 wide. Nolan shoots out. Yeah, Kevin got turned there by that 34 car that overcorrected. Oh, the 04. Overcorrected. Hit him not once, but twice.
Crazy, because I think he came over the radio and told Kevin he needs to retire.
Yeah, and that's
That's what happens,
that's-
guys. When you talk before you look at the replay, you typically put your own foot in your mouth.
And then we're gonna look at this incident up front here. Initial looked like Diego got into Basin. We'll see here.
Oh, Nolan sent it down there 3, and I think Basin was trying to send it into the corner to avoid losing the spot to Nolan, and unfortunately just got up into the quarter for
Yeah.
the 6 machine.
Can you repeat that? uh, that one's a hard pill to swallow after being up front all night. You picked him, man. Listen, but he has these tendencies to make those moves that are a little aggressive.
Man, I know one thing. Get a green-white checkered here on iRacing. And
Last 50.
it doesn't matter who it is. Somebody is going to crap in the bed.
Here's the thing. If you read Tyler's comment in the chat, he doesn't do iRacing. He just started watching racing because he watches it with me, right? I took him to Dega a few years ago. We went twice. He's seen it in person, but he watches the broadcast, and the last like 5 laps of the race are his favorite because he just thinks they're mayhem. He's not wrong. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like playoff basketball where the last 30 seconds takes 10 minutes. And it's just one of those things.
So who's getting unalived next?
Diego.
Damn. Why do you say that?
I just think he's going to make a move, and it's going to put people in a bad spot, and I think he's going to be in the worst spot.
No, he is surrounded by teammates of the guy that just got turned.
I think he's going to be put in a bad aero position, but not by the teammates doing, by his own doing, because he's going to be making an aggressive move. What did I say earlier? Listen, we can give him crap all we want, but that 12 machine is up front. Like I said, methodical. Tinfoil hat theory and all, but methodical. It sucks. It does suck. That's why I'm in the booth and not racing, because I knew what was going to happen. Well
Just get
aware how
ready.
this is going to work.
Just get ready for more of it too, because Indianapolis is coming up, guys.
I love Indy. It's my favorite.
Yeah, it also does the same thing more often than not.
I've been fortunate to win there the last 2 years.
I've won every year that I've ran there on the sim, so I love Indy too. But I also know what it is. You're in the middle of the pack. You can't figure out a perfect strategy to pull. You're pretty much done.
Going for 3 brickyards though, I feel like is gonna be tough.
You can do it.
Probably not now.
Put the grid vision sticker on the car. That's an extra 5 horsepower there.
It's fuel saving more
iRacing
than
donates.
anything.
Well, iRacing donates an extra 5 horsepower though to any car that has a grid vision sticker on it. That's why I look halfway competitive.
Put my Navy rank
I
on
hope,
there.
I hope Nolan
Maybe that's
heard
why
that.
Tommy's so fast. They see the Navy rank and they're like 10 extra horsepower.
I wonder if he's got orange glasses on. Overtime number 2 into the RH Auto Spa restart zone again. Tommy Gossett now with Diego Remy up top.
Oh!
Diego Remy tried to jump it, doesn't work out.
he get a
Tommy
black?
Gossett going to get a way better launch here.
No black. Tommy's gonna have to block
Oh,
though.
big
Tommy's gonna block.
And here comes Finnegan Myers down to the bottom here into turn 1.
And Finnegan's still on 2.
But Gossett gonna find the momentum, but Finnegan gets a great drive off the corner there
They're
from the
wrecking.
inside, and
They're
they're wrecking
wrecking.
behind.
Oh,
And Nolan in one car
my
almost
holy-
upside down. Who got Nolan?
I don't know, but he is not happy. Go. Last
That was
one.
a great block there from Tommy, by the way. In the corner, you see Joey back sliding up the hill there and just tags him on the quarter. Oh my
Diego.
lord!
That's breakfast. Breakfast is served, folks.
What a wild ride there. Such an unfortunate turn of events there for Nolan too. Was running such a great race here.
That is, it sucks, but that's what happens here. Is people clear themselves, or they don't realize the car's above or below.
On board with Nolan here.
He had no clue he was getting turned.
On board with Joey Beck. Gets down to turn 1, sends it deep up by the paint. Car just stops turning on him and doesn't crack the throttle enough to avoid getting into the side of the 12 machine.
Just kept it pinned. The one that was wrecked? Yes. The one that caused the wreck? No. Well, we kind of knew it was going to happen. We said it. We called it. As soon as, what was it, lap 50? Bro. It's Campo. This is breakfast, folks. This is who we call breakfast. Gets in there right in the middle. I mean, he's good. He feels safe, right? He's clear up to the wall, doesn't go to the wall, and just hard hit. Broke the steering.
I'm kind of worrying a little bit, though, here for Tommy.
Why?
Last 2 restarts, just he's gotten really lucky with the way the cautions have fallen, but it doesn't look like he's had that fire off pace.
Well, he's going in the same spot every time, which is causing them to know what he's going, right? That last restart was really good because he got Diego. Diego had to get out of the gas or he was going to get a black flag. But now you have a teammate, right? And with 1 lap to go, I'm not counting you down. This is this is a free for all. So you have Alex behind you, and you have Diego behind Finn.
They'll be lucky to make it through the restart zone before Alex throws that thing 3 wide too.
I don't think so. I think Alex is smart enough to push Tommy. Alex is on 4 with Tommy. Finn's on 2. Finn's gonna get tight. We know how 1 works. So Diego is gonna throw that car wherever he is, but Finn is an aggressive young kid, and he's gonna block that. So it's gonna come down to who gets clear.
But that's the thing, though. You know, you would expect Finn to get tight, but he had incredible drive off out of turn 1 the last time. You know, on the 2 tires. I feel like these guys have run so many laps under caution. There's pressures on that left side, and the temps have kind of equalized. There's obviously wear there, yeah, but I mean, you and I both know that the thing that matters the most is the temperatures, the tire pressure buildup, as well as, you know, the small things like the marbles on the tire and what have you. And I feel like Finnegan's had a great job just kind of, you know, with the heat cycles here. I feel like he's pretty much on equal playing ground here with Tommy. And, you know, he got down to the bottom and won, and he looked like if he'd just gotten... He was going to be to the door. They were going to be dead heat down the back straightaway into turn 2, because it didn't look like Tommy got that big run that we were expecting out of that center lane. And I wonder if Finnegan might be able to juke him here. I'll say one thing, though. Finnegan's done a great job here behind the wheel tonight. A couple of master class saves, a drive through the field. Sitting up here in second. I mean, him and Tommy have both just been at it here this evening. Alex Murray, great recovery from earlier today. Was in a handful of cautions to start thing off. Through chaos and attrition and perseverance. He's sitting up here with a chance at it as well. Into the restart zone. Back underway here. Good, clean launch for Tommy, but not what he needed. A great launch for Finnegan Myers. Is that going to be a black flag for the 00?
That might be a black flag. I don't see one yet.
Oh, and up to the bumper. Here comes Tommy Goss. It says it deep down in turn 1, trying to get to the back bumper of his Ryko teammate.
They're wrecking behind.
Up the hill.
They're
the
wrecking.
last thing Tommy wants to see right now is a caution, but there it is.
Did Finn
And
get a black flag?
Official.
I don't know if he got a black or not. That looked like a jump, so I'm not exactly sure, but here we go. It's just that's just a giant stack up. That 24 car got loose. Kevin got hit again.
Bring on board Finnegan Myers here for the restart there. I think the last thing any of us want to do is unpack another caution here tonight. But on board the 00 machine into the restart zone. They both... It feels like they both went roughly the same time. It looked like Tommy kicked it, maybe trying to play with it a little bit there.
Well, it looked like Diego figured it. Diego figured it out. Diego gave him a shot because you see how far back Diego was after he gave him that shot. That's kind of insane. That he no black flag.
That is heartbreaking for Tommy.
Finn got it.
And out of turn 3 here for the final time, following the iRacing pace car to the yellow and checkered flag. 2 nights in a row, we get 2 races won in situations where I don't think that's the way the driver wanted to play out, but a win is a win, and across the line, it's going to be Finnegan Myers winning at Pocono over Tommy Gossett in a clutch restart to get the job done. And I do believe that is Finnegan Myers' first win on Grid Vision.
I believe so.
So this will be interesting. So what can you tell me about Finnegan, Roger? You know, I remember him coming onto the scene somewhere, I think it was last year he joined up with you guys and really showed a lot of pace out of the box. But that's about as much of the puzzle as I have when it comes to him.
So Finn's kind of one of those guys. He's on the West Coast time, right? He does gymnastics. He's extremely good. Loves racing. He's aggressive. He's fast. He's young, right? He still has a lot of time to learn. And I mean, I got the message here that Finn schooled Tommy on the restart. They went at the exact same time, and Finn just timed it. And that's kind of like Finn's strong suit. Finn can time restarts, figure out when to go, and that's just something that he's good at. And you kind of saw it here where that matters. 2 tires played out. I mean, good on him.
Great move. No, I swear to you, though, at the same time, I think those cautions that we kept getting one right after another, I'm pretty sure that equalized that playing field with the tire strategy for Finn, too, which definitely worked in his favor here tonight. A great drive through the field, though, and only 2 laps left on the board, but it's the most important, too. Just see him burn it down here on the Pocono front straightaway. And what a wild night. But going to look at the unofficial race results here from Pocono, and the Sheldon Super Duper Fast guy of the race will be Tommy Gossett with a 51.970. Finnegan Myers, though, coming home with the gold. Tommy Gossett coming home second. Third goes to the 15 machine of Alex Murray after an incredible rebound late race. Sean Pellick comes home P4 after a couple incredible saves himself. Dressler coming home 5th with Robert Miller coming home P6. 7th place is going to be the 23 machine of Kyle Manger, up 26 spots from where he started. Good drive there. Diego Remy coming home 8th with Joey Beck and Charles Wembley running at the top 10. Roger.
Yeah, in 11th, we're going to have Zach Moses with Brandon McKissick in 12th. 13th is going to be Sean Conklin. Good recovery there after that incident with Matt Cox 14th. Justin Melillo in 15th with Zach Range 16th. Braden Donaldson will be 17th with Nolan Hodge in 18th. And Dylan Basin with Nicholas Padovich rounding out the top 20.
Coming home in 21st place, going to be Yumi Yao in the former sheet with Maggie McGuire, 22nd. 23rd goes to Thomas Darius with Kevin King coming home 24th. 25th place going to be the machine of Alec Daffin with Tanner Love in 26th. 27th goes to Miguel Campo with Gabriel Mauricio coming home 28th. 29th is going to be Michael Meredith with Bradley Brandon running at the top 30. 31st is going to be the machinist Spencer Torrance after a terrible hit to the barrels on pit road with Tyler Bowers coming home 32nd. 33rd going to be Bennett Allen with Nick Kaufman and J.R. Barbarema rounding out the 35-car field here tonight from Pocono.
Well,
Oh,
what do you
man.
say I pull up second place and you handle Finn?
Sounds good to me. Going ahead and get old Tommy Gossett up here in the booth for his post-race interview, Roger.
Tommy Gossett, you got a copy, brother.
I do, Mr. Roger.
Hey, man, great run tonight. Appreciate your scheme a lot. Means a lot. Tell me how your race went. Tell me about the early runs where you had that green flag run and how that worked out.
Yeah, you know me, typical Tommy stuff. I absolutely choked both qualifying attempts, so I have to start in the back and just work your way through. But in the end, it's good practice for me learning not to absolutely kill somebody. Me and Kevin had a great brawl coming up to the field together, so that was fun and it was entertaining and it was clean. So.
Oh man, you did a good job, right? Coming from the back, you see all these Coke guys start in the back, and they find out how to work with dirty air and at a track that's really hard to pass. You had that high line ripping in 3, and it was really fun to watch. And like you said, yours and Kevin's battle was it was fun, right? Like you guys were leaning hard on each other, but it was clean. Tell me what kind of worked that over. I saw you down pit road, you got the advantage, and after that, was it just clean air?
Yeah, it was just clean air. Everybody else was fuel saving, thinking we could go green there because we were like really tight on fuel, and I just went for it because I just had that gut feeling they were going to wreck, and I knew how important clean air was going to be. So I decided not to fuel save and push and try to get clean air, and I was able to get away from Basin while he was trying to save.
Well, man, don't think we're going to be broadcasting NIS next week, but Sonoma the week after. You and I had a really good battle there last year, so it'd be fun to see what you learned on the road courses. Any friends, family, sponsors you want to thank for this P2 tonight?
Yeah, first off, obviously, I got to thank God. Without him, I wouldn't be in the position to do this. I got to thank my family and Gossip Bus Lines, mainly my mom. Got to thank Ken at Ryko. I got to thank Fight and Glyph and everybody at Vegas Inferno, and all our sponsors for the Las Vegas Inferno, Petrolhead, Moza, GTR Simulators, and then all of my sponsors. Got Gossip Bus Lines, obviously, Splash and Go Graphics, Best Diecast, and obviously Ryko. I just want to say huge shout out to Finn. He timed that restart perfectly. You can't be upset about losing it. You know, I learn more from losing than I do a win, so I should be a genius by now. But he played that perfectly. Big congrats to Finn. Glad to see another Ryko driver getting the win.
Well, listen, buddy, I'm glad that my name crossed the finish line and not on the record, so thank you for that. Big appreciate of the scheme tonight. It was fun. Good luck next week in the Coke Series race, and we will see you later.
See ya.
And now I am sitting here with our race winner here tonight, driver of the 00 machine for Ryko, Finnegan Myers. And Ben, just first off, man, you know, it's the first time we've had you up here in the booth. How does it feel to get the job done on broadcast in such a clutch last moment move of the race?
Yeah, thank you. It feels really good. Schedule changes, and hopefully we're going to be able to run more of these big Friday night SOFs. But yeah, it was awesome. Grind the whole race, grind from the back at one point, and easy when you got great cars and great people behind you. So glad we were able to get the win for them.
So it looked like a night of attrition out there. I mean, obviously, you know, we come to Pocono and it feels like we end up tearing up more cars and, you know, even start on the grid. What was the secret to just avoiding some of the early race craziness? Because there were some sketchy moments there for you a couple times throughout the night.
Yeah, for sure. Ran well early. Thought we had a really good car that could lead and contend and win and all that stuff. And then kind of got put in a bad spot. Mistakes on my end. I think we were all the way back in 30th. And then just head down, drove back up here, a bit of strategy. And then restarts at the end of these things are like super speedways, the way you have to push and work together. So we were on the second row a lot, just helping our teammates, trying to get one of them clear. And then we got put in a good spot at the end where had some help, timed it pretty well, and worked out pretty well for us.
Well, next question I got for you, man. Off to San Diego and Sonoma the next 2 weeks. How you feeling about your chances in this Ryko hot rod on the road courses?
I love it. I love road course racing. It's some of my favorite stuff to do. Sonoma's my home track, and San Diego's pretty darn close too. So really looking forward to it. Hopefully we can put together some good runs, or at least have fun. Turn them right out there.
Oh, buddy, I won't hit you with the. First off, congratulations on the big win here tonight. Second off, who do you want to thank a shout out for this P1 performance from Pocono?
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, Ryko, Ken, all the people that put so much work into these cars. Ton of work goes in, and most of the time it pays off like tonight. So glad to bring one back home for them. Thanks to all the teammates who ran me well and worked together all night. It's a pleasure to work with them, and hopefully we can continue to do so. But then Battleborn Rays, Edmonds Motorsports, Holy City, Gossip Bus Lines, Ryko, all the guys that let me do this. I'm forever grateful.
So congratulations on it. I'm gonna hand it over to Roger, though. I'm sure he wants to bully you after the win this evening.
Yeah, man. What a restart. Listen, you're aggressive,
you were
you're
bullying.
tough. I'm not bullying him. I'm gonna congratulate him. He did a great job. He schooled Tommy with them restarts, and that's hard to do. And you know, you're one of the best at it. We've seen you the last year kind of figure out this car and get better and better. And tonight you kind of just proved it, man. You took 2 tires. We were kind of discussing it up here on how that was going to work or not, but it did work, right? It worked really well as these cautions kept going out, the pressures kept building, and you kind of evened yourself out. So good job on the call, good job on the track position. You definitely earned this win.
Thanks, sir. It means a lot.
That was your race winner, everybody, Finnegan Myers. And Roger, what are your final takeaways here tonight at Pocono? Because I feel like we saw a little bit of everything. I mean, hell, we even saw one guy pulling 2 tires down the back straightaway at one point.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really fun track to drive, but you have to know going into it that it could be a caution fest or it could go green. And if it goes green and then a caution happens, you're going to see what we saw tonight. It's just going to just build, right? And strategy's key. I believe Finn was like back in 15th before that caution came out, and he took 2 tires and put himself in the top 5. That's how that works. Strategy's big here. We're not going to see this place for probably another 7 months, and it's sad because this is a really fun racetrack when it goes green. So I look forward to it every time.
Yeah, Pocono, definitely fun track, but you know, the chaos kind of really makes it a little bit difficult for some to just survive here. But these guys did get a good long green flag run there in the middle, and you know, I am really happy for Finnegan Myers. Definitely earned the win with that late race restart. Nailed it. Did everything he had to do, especially with the strategy calls coming up through the field as well. I'm gutted for Tommy because he did so damn good today. I mean, you want to talk about until that last restart, it was a perfect performance from Tommy Gossett. It wasn't one that just, you know, fell into his hands or, you know, somebody made big mistakes up at the front and he was able to get up there. He drove all the way through the field, got up to the front. I know it stings not getting the win here, but this is one of those races that I feel like is going to sit on Tommy's shoulder, especially, you know, when he's been in kind of a rough couple of weeks. You know, I'm sure there's been people grilling him, you know, for what else he's been caught up in a couple weeks in a row. I feel like this is going to be a huge confidence boost for Tommy, and one that is rightfully deserved because, you know, you can talk all the smack you want on the guy, but the dude does work his ass off every day, and you saw that in the fruition here tonight at Pocono, one of the more difficult tracks to get things done. He charged all the way from felt like 90th all the way up to the front of the pack. I'm really proud of the drive that he put together this evening myself, and I'm just an innocent bystander up here in the booth that likes to talk crap about all of y'all.
Yeah, like you said, right? He said it best. I'm gonna learn from this loss more than if I won, right? And he got schooled on that restart, and it's what happens. The restart zone's only so big, so you can only go in so many areas before the green flag goes, and so it's a learning curve. And Finn just timed it and did an excellent job with that. And Tommy ran a great race. Tommy ran a clean race, and that's what was needed tonight.
Absolutely was. But on that note, from the entire Grid Vision team, we'd like to thank you for watching and participating in the chat. For more information on getting your league broadcasted or supported by gridvision.live, contact us on Facebook, Discord, or info@gridvision.live. A special thanks, as always, goes out to Andrew Cardinal IV of Whiplash Sim Cams, providing the beautiful cameras used on all of Grid Vision's broadcasts. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the Grid Vision Twitch channel as we go off air so we can raid another member of the iRacing community. Congratulations once again go to Finnegan Myers on winning tonight here from Pocono. This has been Sheldon Atkins, and I've been joined in the booth by Roger Ears Pierce and Austin Derbyshire down in the truck. And we will see you next time on the grid.